Coming up, week 3 of the End Zone. Let's roll. It's a 2-for-1 special in our Carl Logan Toyota Game of the Week, and there were two teams that looked way better than the other team. A perfect power tonight. Tupelo, Itawamba, Pontotoc, all playing tough tests, all looking pretty good. And what would happen in the A game when Amory finally get one in Aberdeen? What about Knoxville, Shannon? Man, we have some great and wild highlights coming up.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Robbie Donahoe and Tom Ebel is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South.
It's week 3 of the End Zone live and in living color on your television set or electronic devices. Robbie Donahoe, Tom Ebel. We are presented by OCH Regional Medical Center and our great partners with us as well, Carl Logan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South. Interesting evening.
Interesting evening.
Plenty of points.
Basically,
now, defense optional in some places.
Yeah, and if you thought your game of the week was going to go one way, it probably went the other way.
Yeah, our games of the week were, man, interesting.
Weird.
You know, Starkville was on one end of a massive blowout in our first Carl Logan Toyota Game of the Week. The shoe was on the other foot tonight on the road at West Point.
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
It's the blue Toyota Tacoma truck. Oh, it's a great truck.
Beautiful.
You probably should go get one at Carl Logan Toyota, like, now, if you have the money. You probably do. Everyone does. Starkville West Point. Man, what a football game. One of the more physical football games I've seen in recent years. And here's a good start to it. Bernard Thomas, setting the tone on Marcus Murphy. That just got Marcus all riled up, though. No score later in the first quarter. Malik Brown to Cam Gardner, simple screen pass. Cam turns into 32 yards, would lead to a field goal. 3-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets after one. Second quarter. Let me cordially invite you to the Marcus Murphy highlight portion of this video. And he would start off with this 36-yard touchdown. It's a 7-3 lead now for West Point. But there's more. Much like a good infomercial, it's more Marcus Murphy. 33 yards this time to the end zone. And my favorite part, not only does he score the touchdown, Marcus knows he's good, so give me a little Camden Superman right there. 14-3 West Point. The umbrellas were out. It was starting to rain points on the Jackets on a 4th down play. Look at this cutback by Murph to the end zone. This actually, before that, Jason Bradley had an interception and Nate Montgomery had a long run. Murph had 16 carries for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Yikes. West Point wins 28-3. This is the first win for that West Point senior class over Starkville. They had lost the last 3 times to the Jackets. That's a big-time win for West Point. And I said it before and I'll say it again, and I did it in my AP poll. West Point is the best team in the state. I don't care what you say about Pearl, West Point is the best high school football team in the state of Mississippi, and I will stake my reputation on that. Mind you, it's not a great reputation, but I will. Okay, that's part 1 of our Carl Logan Toyota Game of the Week. Part 2.
That was 28-3. Now, amp it up a little more on the points.
Push up the
Just
scoreboard.
A little more points with this one. East Webster, Smithville, 2 teams that pride themselves on defense and running the ball. But East Webster,
Charlie football.
Is on a 4th down.
That's to Isaac Patterson. What a catch.
Beautiful catch. And that would lead to the jumbo package, the big fella, the tight end. You can't bring down Dawson Keller inside the 5.
That Keller reminds me of his brother Chase. He wore number 8 too.
So makes it 7-0 East Webster.
But
But Smithville right back at it. This is Cameron Wardlaw to Landon McMillan. McMillan is going to rumble 63 yards to the house. Can't catch him. Gave him a head tap. Good job, buddy. 7-7 right off the bat. Really entertaining first quarter in this one. Smithville's going to punt to Kevon Patterson here.
Another Patterson.
And this one is going to do just as good a thing. He's going to make a lot of people miss. Trying to drag him down. They still can't get him down. He's going to take it about 70 yards. He'd be tackled by a shoestring. Inside the 20. So that would set up Charlie Football to, we were just talking about him, the big man does it all. Dawson Keller, a touchdown catch. East Webster. I think we just took. This is the first time since 1994 Smithville's given up a 60-piece. 62-27. Ron Price, 3-0 to start.
I forgot to wear my bucket hat. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Coach Price, but East Webster.
We're all wearing bucket hats after East Webster made it rain.
East Webster's 3-0. Man,
looked good in this one.
That was an impressive
Getting
win.
better each week as well.
They are indeed. All right, you know they're another team that went 3-0 tonight. Where's the helmet? Tupelo, it's back there.
Blankets.
They're blankets.
On a roll, taking on Clarksdale. J-Rock, he's going to get a nice little gain here. Folks, this is all about setting up the pass. J-Rock, he's going to make him. But here is Stephon McGlon to Jordan Jernigan, who uses all 10 of those fingers to snag that one for a 45-yard touchdown. Tupelo rolling in this one. Stephon McGlon's going to be picked off in this next highlight.
Don't care.
Who cares?
Don't care.
They won 44-7. Stephon's like, yeah, he's the
Here,
gift of giving. Yes, the gift of giving. How generous of Stephon in that one.
By the way, I'm going to say Tupelo best student section in the state. So I'm going to throw that out there right now. They're fabulous.
Pep rally, that was wild.
Oh, it was awesome. Adawamba, South Panola, man, this was a fun game. Ike Chandler stopped short on a 3rd and long. Indians would settle for a field goal here. It's 24-0. Then Titus Hurd starts to go to work. How about this zing to Bradley Butler for a first down? And then when you can't use your arm, you're going to use your legs. I don't know how Titus Hurd got out of this. My word. All the way to the end zone. He's sort of had a coming out party this year. He's been great for South Panola. 24-7 lead, but Jackson or to LaMarcus Rhodes, seems like those two are hooking up all season long. That's a touchdown pass, 25 yards out. Adawamba is perfect. We're staying quiet on Adawamba, but Coach Clint Hoots had another child this week with his wife, and he gets a win. Wins all around for Coach Hoots. 41-14 Adawamba over South Panola. Oxford had a quarterback change, still won over Grenada 22-0. Do we push the panic button yet on Lafayette? Because the Commodores are now 0-3 as they lose to North Panola 34-21. And Belmont, 25-21 winners over Tishomingo County. Wait till you hear what Emmanuel Vance did in this game.
It's the Pontotoc Vances.
Oh my
tonight.
word. Pontotoc, New Albany. Now this is a crazy tip pick there for Cameron Turner in the end zone. We stayed scoreless throughout the first half. Pontotoc's going to get the ball back. And here's Emmanuel Vance. This is, I believe, 22 yards of his 377 yards rushing. Emmanuel's like, are you not entertained? The dude went off tonight. And then London Jordan's going to hit Cade Armstrong, who got inside the 5, but the clock would run out on the first half.
Get on my back!
Oh my gosh. Pontotoc wins 19-0. New Albany played them tough, but then Grapes are now 3. And,
shout out.
Oof. All right, DeShannon and Noxby. This was a really good 4A battle. These two teams are going to compete for a state championship this year. A block punt here for Noxby. It's Malcolm Purtue going to pick it up and take it all the way. Get it. It's down to the 5-yard line, and that would set up Malik Stallings, Rashad Eads, short touchdown pass. Noxby has the lead, and they would, well, almost continue to build on the lead. You know, Shannon has a defensive back by the name of Quinn Shannon. Sort of appropriate that he plays at Shannon. He gets the interception right there. He's going to take it back the other way, and Darryl Carter's Red Raiders are in business. And that would lead to the quarterback, Jordan Gillian, who's known for his arm, but he's going to show off the legs right here. And gets a look,
look at that
block right there. And he's going to take it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. This was a great game.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, Noxby, though, gets the win, 21-18. Keep an eye on these two teams in the 4A North playoffs down the road. They're going to be in that conversation.
Another 4A team, Louisville. Looking good in this one.
Good
taking on the 3A defending champs from Kemper County. This one, Kemper looking, oh boy.
It's a little outreach.
He ran out of sticky on the gloves, but then Louisville takes over from there. Deontay Yarbrough and DeQuarius Haynes for the first down. That drive would stall out. It'd be scoreless here in the first quarter here for a little bit, but look out. That's big fella. It's Ashanti Sistrunk in there for the sack, and Ashanti, he loves defense.
I want more Ashanti.
But he wants points.
I want
He's
more
going to get
Ashanti.
the pick here. There he goes. That's a beautiful pick. He's going to take it all the way to house for 6, so a sack and a pick 6 for Ashanti helps lead Louisville to a 42-12 victory on the road. Power Cats.
Power Cats doing work tonight. All right, when we return on the end zone, we have more scores and highlights to get to. Could Amory finally beat Aberdeen at the A game? It's been 8 years. 8 years? Oh, we're going to have to wait another year possibly. A couple 2A, 1A battles tonight, and man, Anawaya, if anyone's sleeping on the Warriors, you better stop doing it, because they look great tonight. A couple of Week 3 tests, Houston on the road at New Hope and Calhoun City going to Ripley. Show you the highlights. Give me the score.
We got the key to the streets. We got the key to the streets. Hey, we got the key to the street. Yeah. We got the key to the streets. Hey, we got the key.
Back here in the end zone, presented by OCH Regional Medical Center. As you know, it's been a difficult offseason across many of our viewing area teams, just tragically losing lives way too young. And one of those was at North Pontotoc, and tonight the Vikings were at home for the first time this season, and it was an emotional evening as the Vikings paid tribute to Ty Rayford, his 79 inscribed on a flag, and they raced up the flagpole. So
It's an awesome gesture.
really
That's-
cool.
that's
So
very
79 is going to continue to fly high as long as this season goes on, as North Pontotoc faced off in a tough one against Okolona. Starting things off here, Clark Mills dump-off pass here to Sheffield Anthony, who's going to pick up a decent gain in the first down. But on the next play, Mills is going to throw it to the wrong team here. Kylon McCoy going to be there for the interception, and McCoy going to get a really good return on here. All of a sudden, Okolona's in business. Chieftains had this game in control. Eventually, this would lead to a Jacob Buchanan touchdown run right here. Okolona, as I mentioned, led big in this game in the third quarter. North Pontotoc comes back to win, and Ty Rayford will be proud of this win. 31-19 as the V-men take down Okolona. To the A game. Oh, it's been 8 years since Amory beat Aberdeen. You know how the saying goes, it's not a rivalry unless the other team wins? I'm not going to go as far as that because there's been some great games in this rivalry, and Amory just...
Aberdeen has the number.
Aberdeen has their number. It's the when you start talking about 8 wins in a row, 9 wins in a row, it's the 9th win in a row tonight for Aberdeen. You start thinking about that mental edge. Aberdeen has that mental edge right now in Amory. The Bulldogs win over the Panthers 30-22.
Great matchup here. New Hope and Houston,
Really good
two
matchup.
really promising teams here in the early season. Uriah Shepard, he's one of those promising QBs we were talking about earlier this year. He gets in for a 2-yard scamper. Houston, PAT's no good, so it's 6-0 Houston.
Okay.
Here's another promising quarterback, Kyrie Fields.
Kyrie?
Man, showing off the moves. Too quick for a QB, I say. He says no, but he's going to pass it off to Braylon Miller. Dodges the raindrops and defenders, goes 40 yards. He's slippery. You just can't get a grab of him. 40 yards to the house. Trojans up 7-6. But Bobby Townsend, he's like, you run in the rain, so can I. He's going to slip right in for the 6 points. But it'd be New Hope. Good win over Houston.
Really good win.
35-28. Trojans. There you go.
That's a really good win for the Trojans. All right, up to Ripley.
Calhoun City traveling. We talked about a 10 tough spot at Ripley. Here, Trey Blanchard back to pass. It's tipped to Treshawn Cooper. He's got a whole brigade of Wildcats with him. In for 6. So the pick 6 makes it 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. So Ripley on the mend. Blanchard looking on the redemption tour. Back to pass. He's going to find Reese Moore here for a nice pitch and catch. I don't think anyone knew he was over there.
Forgot he was there.
Is he on the bench? I don't know. But he gets inside the 10-yard line. That's going to set up Mr. Blanchard, who's going to, on the read option keeper, he's going to keep it and sneak on into the end zone here. Be close back and forth to start, but it'll be all the defending 2A champs from Calhoun City. They get the W 36-21.
Tough win. That's a good win for Perry Lyles. He's in that orange jacket. I like that. Alcorn Central over Thrasher 37-20. Kossuth, good win over Baldwin 16-13. Water Valley shutting out Jay-Z George. Choctaw County also shutting out Choctaw Central. We showed those highlights last night. You should check them out on our website right now. Hatton wins the H game over Hamilton 33-20. Bruce first win for Clint Faust and the Trojans 20-6 over Coffeyville. Walnut still perfect 47-12 over HW Byers. Holly Springs over Ashland. And still don't have to score from Montgomery County, unfortunately, but maybe we'll get it somewhere down the road. All right, to Moorville and Mantechi, the battle for the 3-7-1 Cup. And early on, We had a pretty good ball game on our hands here.
We miss William Jackson.
And William Jackson plays for Boonville. So we'll get to
Boonville.
William Jackson. We're out in Moorville, Manatee
Oh, I
right
saw
now.
the blue and
I
yellow
know,
and
you
I
saw
messed
blue and
up.
yellow and you got confused. Matt Johnson had the early carry there.
Yes.
Then Ryan Davis can't get the first down, the 3rd and long. Now we'll go back to Matt Johnson, who had a pretty good game running tonight for the Tatch, as he gets a spin move there. Nice run for a first down. And then first down throw here from Manatee, but Morville got the win. They get the 371 cut. 371 cut.
Jimmy Young's first win as head coach.
35-8. Morville defeats Manatee. All right,
I
now
jumped the
to
gun.
Boonville. You did. William Jackson, Hunter Bullard not playing tonight, but Austin Williams is playing, and he would run with a vengeance tonight.
Something about that William name in the
It
Boonville
certainly is.
waters.
Gets a first down run there, and then we're going to throw here. Dallas Gamble going to roll left, and he's going to find Austin Williams. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but on the Boonville helmets, they all had the numbers 12 and then Hunter Bullard's number as well, which was really cool to see. Both those guys are done for the season, unfortunately. So you see the run here from Dallas Gamble. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to punch in for the touchdown right there. Boonville.
You do William proud on that.
Oh, yeah, Big Will be proud about that. Boonville gets the win over Nettleton 34-6. And lastly, to South Pontotoc, as the Cougars are taking on East Union tonight, we're going to run with Eddie Ivy. And Eddie's fast, and he's going to run all the way down to the 1-yard line. Would lead to a Cole Brown touchdown keeper right here. The quarterback just punching in for the score. South Pontotoc's up big. The defense would be stout tonight, as the Cougars under Michael Bradley are looking pretty good this year as they win over East Union 43-6. When we return on the end zone, more scores and highlights to get to around the area. For Starkville Academy, a tough road test tonight at Indianola. These are two of the top teams in MAIS AAA. How would the Vols fare on the road? And Heritage Academy, you think they were ready to score after last week? Yeah, they were. So was Winston. How would the Patriots and Patriots do tonight? And then we'll also go on to the West Alabama. Gordo and Aliceville played a thriller. I'm going to show you their highlights.
Cause we got the key to the streets. We got the key to the streets. Hey, we got the key to the street. Yeah, we got the key to the street.